kind of hinting at it there, Jay Hood. John Cena attacked by Randy Orton to open Raw and hitting yet another RKO out of nowhere. I did enjoy, though, Cena updating us on how many dates he has left. I thought that was a nice little touch to the heel promo before Orton came out to give him the RKO of listing the dates. I said 36. Here's how many I've been at. Here's how many you have left. I like that countdown for Cena. I thought that was a nice touch in the promo.
You say I can't wrestle. I don't have to wrestle. I just got to show up. Hell of a line. That's for the sycophants on social media. Just so you know, I'm not going to be bringing the rolling bag to Des Moines. I'm going to go show up when I want to show up. That's it.
Yeah.
You got to love that.
Yeah, not 27 title defenses, 27 appearances.
That's the thing. When you put it like that, it's like, oh, that's not a lot. Because some of those European tours, you're going to check off 3 in a week. Like, you're going to do Raw, you're going to do SmackDown, then you're at the PLE. There's 3 gone right away. I feel like of those 27, how many actual matches are we going to see?
I mean, you know how many pay-per-views are left. He's going to do maybe half of those, not all of them. He could appear at them, but he won't wrestle at all of them. Don't forget there's a Clash of the Castle coming up. Yep. They're going to be at Petco Park in San Diego, one of my favorite cities, in November. Like, what? And there's Nightsoul there in a dark room saying, "Come on, AmFam Field, can you get it ready? For God's sakes, just one time. Come on." He's marching up to the legislature in Wisconsin saying, "What the F? What are we doing here? We could have a major event here in this city." Milwaukee.
Again, I got to circle 2027 because we already know that the Royal Rumble is happening is it Jeddah? Is it Riyadh? I'm not sure. It's happening in Saudi Arabia. That's all I know. Yeah, so it's happening in Saudi in 2026. So I'm hoping for AmFam 2027 for the Royal Rumble. But I mean, when you start figuring that out, so Orton's certainly on the list. I don't know if CM Punk's going to end up being on the list. As much as I would love to see another Punk John Cena match on the way out, I don't think, because as historic of the rivals as Cena and Orton are, CM Punk and Cena made better music together in the ring than Cena Orton did.
Yeah,
like Punk was the better dance partner, and they had more memorable matches. Where the better storylines were probably Cena Orton.
So in terms of actual PLEs right now, there's 6 more announced the rest of the way. So you have Backlash, you have Money in the Bank in LA, you have SummerSlam at MetLife, you have Paris pay-per-view. They're expecting an Australian PLE, and then Survivor Series at Petco.
He'll make some of those. Not all, but he'll make some of those. I just I find it interesting, no Cody Rhodes. I wonder is Cody going to be at SmackDown? It was not advertised. So I don't know when, because Cody's got to be able to speak on this, and where does he fit in this? I'm sure he's going to want his rematch, but when, where, how does he feel?
But again, I don't have a problem with him taking some time off. Because he's earned it. Yeah. I mean, he's been around for a while, doing all the circuits, doing literally everything. So if he takes a month off, or it's not even, well, I guess is it a month from today? When is
May 10th? It's like,
it's May 10th.
Yes, that's 2 weeks from Saturday.
Okay. All right. So he can at least take off through Backlash, take a couple weeks here and then show up after Backlash. I don't mind him going away for a couple of weeks and just kind of laying low in the weeds and again, taking that time off, letting something else breathe before he comes back and inserts himself in, because clearly he's going to insert himself in. Man, so you've got 6 PLEs, maybe they add another one. Does he drop it at Survivor Series, or does he drop it on like a Monday Night Raw? Because Survivor Series, like, he's signed through. I mean, he talked today on McAfee and specifically said, once we hit December, after December, that's it. You won't see me again. And I feel like him saying December is important because, Survivor Series is in November.
Right. So there have been rumors of a Boston PLE in December, and that's sort of his send-off. So maybe that's where he drops it at some random ass pay-per-view in December.
But it won't be. But it won't be random ass if it's the John Cena,
farewell.
farewell show. Basically is what they would name it. yeah, maybe I'm actually curious to when he drops this. Would it be at Survivor Series on a PLE? Would they do it just on Netflix? But if they do a PLE, that would make sense as well, unless you want to turn him babyface and give him kind of a Sting type send off at that show. I don't know. I think that's going to be kind of curious when we figure out toward the end of, okay, who's he dropping it to? I think the odds on favorite right now would still be Cody. And where does he drop it?
Well, either way, I just know that Cena's having the time of his life because whatever he's had on a yellow pad for 20 years, he's been able to put that out there on the microphone over the past few weeks. He's having a blast. Looking back at that matchup against Cody Rhodes, man, it was 5 moves of doom. He did everything at his pace, at his timing, and he continues to insult the audience. It's great. He didn't do it on McAfee earlier today because he's more like John Cena himself, but the character that's a heel, he is he's been fantastic, and everything was good until he got RKO'd from Randy Orton. So, but again, he was insulting us, the fan, doing it on his own terms, and it's been really good work from John Cena. I heard Ariel Helwani on social media on his show saying he doesn't believe Cena as a heel. It's like some wrestling fans don't get it. Like there's 2 sides of a coin. Just because you've seen somebody for 20 years doesn't mean that they can't turn. Some of the best baby faces become the best heels and vice versa. Perfect example is that is Dominic Mysterio getting cheers today for his matchup as JD McDonough made his return. So you can always turn as long as it's believable, as long as you have a good story behind it, you can always turn.
So I'll admit, like, Cena turned me during the promo tonight. Like, he had that first good promo, and I was sort of losing it. And even tonight, the start of that promo, it felt so overacted, which is just sort of who he is. I'm like, this isn't working. But the way he sort of worked that crowd, which is a smart-ass crowd the night after Mania, and, like, threw it back in their face, I was like, okay, this works. Like, this is honest stuff. And he definitely won me back over tonight as Cena as the heel.
Well, because Cena can work a crowd like very few can. And again, that comes with the 25 years experience and the let's go Cena sucks and being able to handle and deal with and be able to think on his feet. Because as we've seen, even somebody like Charlotte, who has been around forever, can get rattled by crowds, and the promos that her and Tiffy had where they both kind of got rattled. No, Cena has always taken everything in stride, and that's what he did again tonight. He just kind of took that thing right in stride and threw it right back in the fans and folded it into his promo.
We had Saraya on a few weeks ago. She told us he is the best ever at working that crowd and controlling the crowd, and nights like this showed that.
So squeaky, can't hear you, squeaky, so squeaky, can't hear you, so squeaky. I'll give you the last word because I've lost my place. So squeaky.
Again, it can happen to it happens to people all the time. And Cena, oh no, this is what you're saying. Oh, let me take this thing that I didn't know that you were going to start chanting at me and fold it into my promo seamlessly.